Good morning, Murray. Doing great. Doing great. How about yourself?
And my dog, so you're in Las Vegas, so doing great.
Yeah, sounds pretty nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a man who has quite literally seen it all and made most of it disappear. He's got over 6.5 billion views. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Murray SawChuck. Murray, it is a pleasure to have you on. We're excited. We're all about that new special you got going on.
Yeah, and cool. And the out and ready to roll for 2026 now.
So, in that, I understand that during your residency, you started going more from a group act to more of a solo act. How did that change affect the energy of the show?
Well, for me, I've always been pretty much solo act.
Oh, definitely. So, and I understand in that there's kind of a line they have to walk where you have to decide, is it more important to get the laugh or more important to get the applause? How do you feel on that?
That's a great question. Between you and me, I rather get the laugh, than the applause because for me to clap, you can clap anything. You can clap if it's bad, it's just clapping, But laughing, it's pretty hard to fake laugh at something that's not funny. Either it's funny or it's not. And the crazy thing with a live show, your audience will definitely let you know if it is funny and if it is not. There's not one comedian I don't think in the world has walked up there. Oh,
So, with that the Menace persona, you describe yourself as haphazard with a twist of laughter. How much of that is true chaos and how much of that is scripted?
it's pretty much it's scripted chaos. To be honest with you, it's one of those things where if you ever watched, the Martin back in the old days, or John Ritter on Three's Company, I'm going back a bit, of course. You know, my show.
It makes me think about the Marx Brothers scripts where they would have written in, Herpo does something funny, as opposed to telling him what he was supposed to do. He would just kind of do his own thing.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, wow. That is really cool. Yeah. So, being a social media giant, like I said, over 6.5 billion views. I mean, that is insane. Uh, Do you design the special to go towards your YouTube fans, or do you design it more for the fans of your Vegas stage show?
Always design my magic for the general public. And also the way my show's done, I think a lot of producers who know this art form, I think they're surprised that when you do see my show, in that hour and a half, you're going to see 28 to maybe 35 different bits, tricks, ideas, where I think we watch. Very old school. Like, the days of Houdini, Blackstone, all those older magicians.
People love your hair. Where do you get it done? So you often open shows with a limited engagement to test the waters. What was the litmus test that you did for the for this upcoming um, performance special?
I, with me, when they're working on a special, they'll be smaller things, big theaters. They were
Sounds good. Will you be touring this special?
Yeah, I'm actually on the road right now. So we're
Well, that sounds amazing. Hopefully, you'll be somewhere near Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, Indiana, something like that, because I know our listeners would love to attend your next big show.
yeah, I think we're with Magic like nationally. Yeah, I think one of our first. I don't know. Yeah, we're
Awesome. Well, it has been our pleasure having Dennis the Menace of Magic himself, Murray SawChuck. Murray, before we let you go, where on social media, where on the web, where can our listeners find out more about you?
on Instagram. You can get Murray SawChuck. Kind of like the Dolly Terry SawChuck,
Mhm.
Murray SawChuck on IG. and Magic with Murray on all other socials. There's Murray SawChuck on Google, and you'll see probably more than you really want to see. So,
Well, thank you for joining us. You have a great day.
you have a great weekend, man. Thanks again. Take care.
That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that.